Welcome to Argue Me This with Matt and Lindsay. We've been together 20 years, we love each other, we listen, and we do judge. Every week we pick a completely ridiculous topic, argue like it actually matters, and then you decide who wins. Sometimes our friends jump in to stir the pot or take sides. It's petty, it's passionate, it's painfully pointless, and honestly, it's the most fun we have all week. This is Argue Me This. Back again.
Hello, Mrs. Brewer.
Hello.
How's everything?
It is good.
Nice shirt over there.
Thank you. You and I are both on theme.
We have football and football.
Football. Football and football.
American football.
Yes. We are on theme for our topic today. I also have my Broncos Yeti that I got from my good friend Kateri.
We're still sporting the old fashioned.
Yes,
you know?
I still have yet to purchase my Justice for Mick Fleetwood.
You have talked a big game about this and
I
never
know.
followed through.
It's just, I want it to be right.
We're not going to do a Justice for Billy Zane one?
No,
I'm not
going to do Justice for Billy Zane.
Anyone who has watched that previous episode
the Titanic episode. I'm not
Lindsay
doing Justice.
stuck foot in mouth on that one.
Yeah, no. That wasn't good. That was not a good look for me.
That was not a good take.
Not a good look for me.
Not a good take.
Totally forgot about how bad Cal was. But yeah, you were on theme a little bit.
We are.
Ironically,
this is our first sports one.
This is, well, kind of sports.
It's sports.
It's sports adjacent.
It's sports.
It's so, but ironically, neither of us are wearing anything that is correlating to what we're picking.
That is true. That is very true.
So you know what? We're celebrating the Hawkeyes and we're celebrating the U.S. Women's National Team. Mm-hmm. Neither of them are involved in this debate at all.
That is true.
Yeah.
Good.
So
good point.
That's kind of hilarious.
Are you saying we should go change right now?
No.
Okay.
I thought about it. I thought about wearing something that was more on par with my pick.
Are you just going to keep this rolling, or are you going to say BRB, or what are you doing?
No, I'm gonna leave Rose Lavelle on.
Okay.
I love Rose Lavelle.
As do I. She's fantastic.
And who are you wearing? I feel like we're at an award show. Who are you wearing?
Basically, shout out to Dennis Kunin. This is one of my best favorite Iowa players of all time. Probably number 3 on the list of all-time greatest Iowas for me, Iowa players. You should know this. Who's number 6? Oh, come on. The real...
Oh, is that Tim Dwight?
That is Tim Dwight. I mean, come on. You would be kicked out of Iowa if you didn't know that number and that association right there.
I would not be kicked out of Iowa.
Yeah, you
The fact that I even pulled out Tim Dwight, I know who your first 2 favorite players are.
Oh, do tell, so we can inform the rest of the masses.
Bob Sanders.
Number 1.
Dallas Clark.
Number 2.
So
and
I know
followed
things.
Closely by number 6.
And then Tim Dwight, who played...
The real TD.
Yeah, please.
The real
I'm
TD.
Sorry, Terrell Davis in the Hall of Fame disagrees with you.
Who had the most electrifying play in the Super Bowl?
In a Super Bowl that he lost?
Electrifying
He can have
play.
that. He can have that play because he lost it.
He did all he could. He did get crushed in that Super Bowl.
That wasn't even close.
That did not go
Yeah,
well
that was...
Falcons.
I mean, I was so kind of bored watching that Super Bowl because that was 98... I think.
That sounds about right.
It was 98, so I was like 14.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
I
won
got
by like 50
And
points.
no, it wasn't that bad, but I got a little bored, so my friends and I all went out and played like tag.
You were one of those Super Bowl fans, huh?
Well, no, because it was
constant stimulation.
I'll tell you what, the Super Bowl prior to that with Green Bay, we were glued.
The copter.
We were glued.
I was watching both of them, I know.
Yes.
That was an intense game.
So, and then, they went through some hard times recently.
We'll
be back this year.
And then John Elway retired.
We'll be back.
And then John Elway retired. But
anyway. Okay, so the topic du jour.
What's the soup du jour?
That's the soup of the day.
Oh, yes, but the topic of the day,
yes.
Sorry.
The topic of the day is best sports movie.
Man, that's a broad category right
there. It is so hard. We had a pre-debate.
Just one?
I know. We had a pre-debate about this debate.
Just one.
About whether or not to granularize
movie.
This topic into like different sports. Mm-hmm. And then we did some research and we were like, all right, baseball has the most.
They monopolized
the sports movie
category.
Genre.
Yes.
Because if you take baseball out of it, there's like a handful of football movies. Mm-hmm. There's, a handful of basketball, a few hockey, a few...
I think you're missing boxing.
I was about to say, and then a lot of boxing.
There is a lot of boxing.
Boxing is number 2 as
There's
far
horse
as
racing
numbers.
as well. There's some horse racing in there.
Okay, but there's like, Secretariat. What else?
Seabiscuit.
Oh, Seabiscuit.
Yeah.
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 Anyway.
There's a couple others, but anyway.
So we're doing best sports movie, and this is very hard for us. We
just one.
Yeah, we have to come down to a best of, and
Are we doing honorable mentions or not?
we can do, if you want to do some honorable mentions, we can do some honorable mentions. We're gonna have to.
I got like 50
because
that need to be honorably recognized.
If you go the direction I think you're going to go, I have to name some others that go with it.
Okay.
So,
fair enough.
Do you want me to start? No, I feel like I started the last one.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, because I started the last one.
All right, fair enough. So yes, coming up with this list was a challenge to say the least, because as everybody knows, we are movie buffs and we are big sports people. So you put those two things together, and you're going to have good things happen. So
Correct.
I am going to save obviously my last one for the last. Hence my number. Yeah, that was redundant.
You're going to save your coup de grace.
I work for the Department of the Redundancy Department. So
it's the best department.
It is. So, a couple of shout outs that I have to do in terms of honorable mentions, okay? This was loosely, and we argued about this earlier, can a surfing movie be a sports movie? It is a sport. It is an Olympic sport.
If it was a surfing movie, yes.
Everyone should know that Point Break, one of my all-time, and I'm not talking about the remake, that was a god-awful movie. The original, the OG with Patrick Swayze and Keanu, had man crushes on both of them in those movies, by the way, is a surfing / bank robbing movie.
It's a bank robbery movie.
It revolves around surfing.
It revolves around robbing banks.
Oh my god.
That's not a surfing movie. You are starting off real poorly.
Wow. Thanks for interrupting me and not agreeing with my honorable mention there. I didn't pick it.
It's a good movie.
It's a fantastic movie.
It's a good movie, but it's not
Give
surfing.
it its props.
It's not a sports movie.
So, surfing, okay. We're going to move past that. The other ones that I think need to be shouted out, and most of them are comedies, and again, that's a good thing, right? Yeah. Necessary Roughness is one of the most phenomenally bad movies for football.
Phenomenally bad.
We're talking,
what a great term.
We're talking Scott Bakula and Kathy Ireland in their prime. I mean, beautiful people.
Very beautiful people.
And like Texas State fighting armadillos. Are you kidding me? Can you not get behind that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's great.
Okay.
Yeah. So, no. I actually think it's fun that you're going for comedies, and mine are more like the emotional side of things.
So you're gonna tear up and get all misty.
Not that there aren't comedic points in mine, but anyway, go ahead.
Continuing, I got 2 more honorable mentions. Okay. I actually think, and it's a cliche movie, but it's a fantastic movie, is Hoosiers. I mean, how can you not?
Hoosiers a great.
So going more for the heartstrings, like you said.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Definitely a serious one, but a great movie. Midwest basketball. I'm not a huge basketball guy, but if I was for that hour and a half, I am with that.
Yeah,
movie.
You would be kicked out of being a Midwesterner if you didn't call out Hoosiers.
100%.
I was a little worried for you.
No, I was going to get there.
If you weren't,
I was going to get there. I was going to get there. The last one, which is our, I think, favorite movie together.
So is this your number one?
No.
Oh, this is your honorable mention?
This is my honorable mention.
Oh.
It's the first movie we ever saw together.
Yes, this is not your number one?
It's not my number one. Wow, okay, apparently you don't know me at all.
No, I know what you're going to do now.
We've been married nearly how many years?
I was debating which one you were going to go with.
Just a bit outside.
Tried for the corner and missed.
Ball 4. Ball 8. Low, and he has walked the bases on 12 straight pitches. So
I don't know how these guys are laying off pitches so close.
Fantastic movie. God, the
more I say that. We have to tell a story about that.
Well, let me get to We haven't even gotten to the argument yet.
Well, no, but you can. The honorable mention. The story goes with that honorable mention.
That does. So, Lindsay and I first started dating in college in 2006. Mm-hmm. We had a movie night together, and she had a wall of DVDs.
I had
and I'm like,
so many DVDs.
This woman is amazing. Yep. Like, she was hot, she was cute, she knew her movies, and all of a sudden I'm like looking at a wall of movies, and she's like, pick one, and I'm like, one? So I kind of like, that one's good, and I'm like, Major League. I can do every word to that. And she turns around, she's like, not better than me. I'm like, Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
So literally, we picked that movie, we watched it, and
we laid on the couch and we went word for word.
I went word for word. We didn't even watch the movie. We just looked at each other.
We just went back and forth, word for word, and yeah, that's how our love story started.
I was pretty much sure like it wasn't going to get any better, so I was like, all right, she'll do.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the she'll do. Appreciate that.
Love it.
So
Major League is a very close second. I know you hate the 1A, 1B, but this would be one of those arguments right there. Okay.
It would have been an honorable mention for me as well.
Honorable mention. So finally, let's get to the movie of what I think is absolutely the best sports movie. And it is...
And I know where you're going.
Oh, where am I going?
I know, I'll let you say it.
Okay. So anyone who's played baseball, which I did for years and years and years, and it's very near and dear to my heart, there are a lot of baseball movies out there. However, this one in particular, I think, sets it apart because it's told from the perspective of a true baseball player, which I don't think a lot of them are. Bull Durham. Like, if you played baseball, that is the lingo, that is the life, that is the mentality of what a baseball player has to go through. Mm-hmm. And it really is. It's like... everything about that in terms, like I said, lingo, verbiage, the streak, don't mess with the streak, anything like that, that is pure baseball, and it is told from a baseball perspective. Is it the most funny? It's really funny, but I don't think it's the most funny, but it's just a pure baseball movie.
It's a great movie. I actually never saw that movie before you and I started dating.
There's your first problem.
And then we watched that movie with my grandparents.
Well, when your grandfather said we're going to watch that, I'm like, oh.
And I watched
awkward.
That was a little awkward.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
Okay. For anyone who doesn't know, Susan Sarandon is not clothed in that movie for a period of time.
She's real hot in that movie.
I'm not saying she's not.
Yeah.
Tim Robbins though, is Nuke LaLoosh that hot?
No.
I mean, he's funny as hell. Okay,
I mean, of the two, I would go with.
Kevin Costner.
I'd go with Costner.
I would certainly hope so. I would too.
Costner is also
Crash Davis.
You know, he's the GOAT of sports movies.
Of baseball.
No, sports and because he had Tin Cup too.
Well, I guess that's true. We had one golf movie.
Yeah,
he had a one-off.
But he's the GOAT of sports movies. I think he has the most, probably.
Probably. But yes.
And he is in one of my honorable mentions that I'm a little worried you didn't mention.
That I know where you're going with that, and I don't think that's necessarily.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're not calling Point Break a surfing movie, but we're going to call this a baseball movie.
But you're calling Point Break a surfing movie, and you're not calling Field of Dreams a baseball movie?
I thought you were going for Love of the Game.
No.
Yes.
You're not. I'm worried that. Hi, Oreo. Say hi to everyone. You're not. You didn't honorable mention Field of Dreams.
It's a great movie. It's just not in my top 5 of greatest sports movies. It's not.
You are wearing an Iowa shirt.
I understand, and I've been to the Field of Dreams. I could recite every line from it. Is it in my top 5? No.
That is a little disappointing for me.
Okay, all right. Is that going to be one of
That's going to be disappointing for all of your family and friends that you didn't throw out Field of Dreams.
Well, I'm just living in disappointment, apparently.
You are. And Kevin Costner is also in one of my others, which you already mentioned.
Okay. Well, I thought that's where you were going.
For Love of the Game.
Again, I think we need to have your honorable mentions and then your other one, and then we can get into the debate.
All right. For Love of the Game.
It's a good movie.
Is, I think, just one of the most pure stories of like how an athlete would actually approach life.
Wow. Deep.
Honestly, like the way that he has to go about his life and the fact that it affects obviously the love of his life and it affects all these relationships, and then him flashing back to everything while he's going through this perfect game. And it's just, to me, I love it. I love it so much. It's a great movie.
Okay. All right. It's a good movie. It's not in my top 5.
And I have learned recently that in the book, he doesn't get the perfect game. You told me this,
which is a very interesting twist to the story.
Yeah. Anyway, so Love of the Game is on there for me.
Okay. Another Kevin Costner movie. We're at 3 so far.
And you know what? So far we're doing a lot of baseball movies, which goes in line with the fact that there's more of them.
Yes.
A League of Their Own.
Great
has
movie.
To be said out loud.
Fantastic movie. That cast and that writing, phenomenal.
Genius.
Phenomenal.
Genius. It was very close for me on whether or not I was going to go League of Their Own or whether or not I was going to go with my top
Alan Sow.
No. Alan Sow.
One more.
One more.
That was Rosie O'Donnell's best work. Not that took much.
Yeah, I mean, really.
I just said.
I mean,
much.
what are we putting Flintstones up there? Like, what else is there?
Wow.
So, but no, I mean.
Okay. Continue because I just can't do that right now.
It's it's great writing.
It's a great movie.
Wonderful comedic scenes. There's also some very tender emotional scenes.
Yes.
You have to feel great for Kit at the end that she
Do
wins.
you? I guess you do.
I know. I'm a little sister.
I guess you
I am
do.
a younger sibling who was regularly overshadowed by my sister's brilliance.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not holding no grudges because I adore my sister, but as a younger sister who was regularly overshadowed by how incredible my older sister was, I felt good for Kit.
Okay.
I really
That's a
did.
good argument. Hey, that's a great movie. Honestly, I can't say a negative word about that.
And my favorite sports movie of all time.
Wow, only 2 shout-outs, huh? 2 honorable mentions?
I did 3.
You did 3?
I did Field of Dreams, For Love of the Game, and A League of Their Own.
Oh, you did Field of... Okay, all right, fair enough.
So, and we're not doing any sort of like specific number of shout-outs.
I guess. What's your favorite?
Miracle.
Oh, it's a good movie.
It's, to me...
That's a good movie.
I love so many things about that movie.
It's a good movie. It's really solid.
I love that they casted hockey players that could act so that they could actually reenact the scenes well. The kids did phenomenally.
Kurt Russell is
that is
extremely believable.
I mean, was he up for an Oscar for that? Because
That's a
if
good
he
question.
wasn't,
He should have been.
I'm mad.
He should have been.
Because he was genius.
He really was. No,
in that movie. And then I love the fact that they pulled in the real recording of Al Michaels at the end, the Do You Believe in Miracles at the fair, because there's no way they were going to recreate it. But they had Al Michaels recreating it up until that point, but they were like, nah, we got to pull the real recording.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I tend to get a little misty-eyed in that movie. It gets a little dusty.
have
It
to.
gets dusty. That's all I'm going to say. It gets dusty. I did not cry when Jack died, but God, when like...
We found your button.
Yeah, we found
it. We found your tear button.
When Kurt Russell's in that hallway and he just like he doesn't know what to do with himself and he just gets down on his knees
goes,
and it's like, wow, that's a powerful scene.
It
right
is
there.
because he's trying so hard to keep it together.
I know.
Still.
Yep.
And I just the revelations in that of him intentionally being the bad guy so that all of these kids from rival schools would come together. Right. Like that common enemy type of idea.
To me, like I love hockey. It wasn't something I grew up with because again, in the Midwest, that's just not a big thing.
Well, it is in Minnesota and Wisconsin. I mean, it's a big thing. It's just not in Iowa.
One of those Midwest states that's not Midwest.
You barely claim it.
We barely claim
Minnesota.
We barely claim it. But anyway, like I did not grow up with hockey, so like until I met you, I had never seen that movie actually. I really hadn't.
Okay, so you introduced me to Bull Durham.
Yes, a whole new genre.
That's actually kind of funny that we picked movies that the other one hadn't seen until we met each other.
There you go. But like, yes, for me, hockey just doesn't hold the place that baseball does. However, if I was going to pick a hockey movie, that would be hands down the number one.
There aren't too many others to pick from.
Oh, come on. You don't like Charlie and the Mighty Ducks there? The Flying V?
I never said I don't like the Mighty Ducks. I'm just saying there aren't too many others to pick from.
Those movies didn't age
Slapshot's
very
the
well.
other one.
Those movies didn't age very well.
Mighty Ducks? Nah. The Knuckle Puck?
The Knuckle Puck. It just did not go well.
I mean, the first Mighty Ducks was fun. Please have stopped there.
Have they made 4 additional ones? 3 additional ones?
The last one I saw was D3.
I feel like they made another one after that. That's when they went to college, right? That's when they went to college?
Sure.
Okay.
Anyway.
But again, if you're going from a pure debate standpoint, to me, baseball is just it's a more complete movie. Having never played hockey, maybe this is it. Having never played hockey, I don't know the mentality or what goes on in a hockey practice or a tryout or anything like that, or having to come together on rival teams.
But you were an athlete. You played more than one sport.
Yes.
So I think that you can go into that and just extrapolate it out a little bit. I mean, does hockey have... Baseball is a weird world.
That's why I love Bull Durham, because it is so weird.
I have learned this from you and other people I know who have played baseball their whole lives, that it is just, y'all are special. It is special.
How are we special?
It is a special type of mentality to be a baseball player.
We do. It's a long season, and there's a lot of good jokes.
It's just a lot.
It is. You're the one that said in Creek the baseball guys were not good people.
I did not like the baseball boys at Creek.
So you did not. You did not like me basically in high school.
Well, but we didn't go to the same school. I didn't like the baseball boys at my school.
There was
the
probably
baseball boys and the soccer boys at my school were obnoxious.
So
the football boys were
all
lovely.
of those adoring fans that we have who are soccer and baseball people.
No, I love soccer and I love baseball. I'm saying that in high school, the boys who played those two sports were obnoxious. And every other sport, like even the football boys who historically, the
jocks is what you're saying.
Cartoonization of a football player is that they're kind of like not nice, want to just sleep around jocks.
So you're thinking Varsity Blues then?
A little bit.
Which is also a good movie.
So, it's hyperbole, but that is kind of what you think of. And the football boys at my school were lovely.
Lovely.
They were lovely.
Okay.
At least the ones that I knew.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was a huge school.
You guys had like 9,000
We probably
people.
had 300 kids on varsity football.
That's a lot of kids.
Would
you have like 7 teams right there?
I don't, because football's a no-cut sport in
That's
Colorado.
what I just said. You had like 7 teams right there.
It was a lot of kids.
Okay.
I'm sure that it wasn't 300, but it was a lot.
All right, pulling us back in, because I really am interested to hear your viewpoint on this. What in Miracle, because that is your movie, what scene, we've already talked a few of them, what scene really pulls it in for you to make that your favorite movie?
Well, the emotion of Miracle is incredible. And what he does, what Herb Brooks in real life did, and so that's the other part of it, is that it was based off a true story, and from what I understand, they did a very good job of telling that story well.
Okay.
So I like when something is based off a true story and it actually tells the story.
Okay.
So I love that aspect of it. But what Herb Brooks, both the man and the character, did to pull these kids together, to make them a team that believed they could go out and beat the Soviet Union, who was unbeatable at the time. I mean, it's just, the first time I saw that movie, I was weeping.
Yes.
And I
watched it with you, and I'm like,
I actually, can we watch it tonight? I kind of want to watch that.
Right after we watch Bull Durham.
Okay, we'll watch both tonight.
Great.
And then maybe we'll have like footnotes. But no, I mean, I love Bull Durham, and I think that there is some emotion there too.
Sure.
Where I like the fact that at the end of the movie, you see him kind of progressing from player to coach.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
And I think that's wonderful.
Going back into what I think is the most couple powerful scenes, because obviously the majority of Bull Durham's fairly comedic, is when he gets cut. He literally, the coach has to tell him, now that Nuke LaLoosh is gone and we really don't need you, we're going to move in a new direction. He gets cut and he's like a few homers short of the record.
Yeah.
Like, that is really hard. And you can see because he finally made it, right? He's finally got this kid to the majors. He thinks he's going to, go into the majors himself. And then that happens.
Yeah.
Like, that is tough.
That's tough and very, probably very true to life.
Yeah.
I'm sure that happens more than we know. There are so many guys who are drafted into the major leagues who never make the show.
Yep.
So
and even when he talks about being in the show for all of like 2 weeks when he's there, he's like, people carry your bags around and people wait for you, and your meals are served, and it's just like that mentality, and everyone's just like flocking to him because no one's ever been there, and just hearing that. So there's that scene, but also the scene of like my favorite scene ever. It was like, I believe in the soul, and the whole spiel, which I can do.
Which you have recited ad
I believe
nauseam.
there ought to be a constitutional amendment outlawing AstroTurf in the designated hitter. I will die on that hill.
There is no more AstroTurf. Now it's field turf.
I will die.
So he won. He won one of those.
He did.
He won one of the. He lost very badly on
Lee
that.
Harvey Oswald acted alone, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
According
to that speech.
Yes. So, but anyways, one of my favorite speeches. Also, the Mound speech. Having been in a lot of Mound conferences and meetings with the coach, baseball is so long and there's so much superstition.
I love that scene.
It's so funny
I love
because
that
it's
scene.
so true. You just got to get your mind off of it.
And nobody can figure out what to get them for their wedding.
Candlesticks make a great wedding gift.
Let's get 2.
Yep. Okay. Let's get 2. That is a perfect representation of a long baseball season where over the course of time, you just got to do that. And so for me, that's why playing baseball and being very embedded in baseball for 19, 20 years of my life, you just have to go with that.
Bull Durham's a great movie. I think when you take the fact that Miracle is like a well done true story, and the emotion of what those kids went through and what they pulled America through at that time.
The magnitude of that, having never lived through it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't alive at the time, but
even hearing like our parents talk about that, or people that like it's that you're right. It
well, and I
the
think
nation
that's
together.
actually one of the reasons. And look, I'm getting a little goosebumpy about it, but that's one of the reasons why I love it so much is because our parents legitimately lived through that moment.
Yep.
And, you know, that was before high-def TV, and that was before you could go back and rewatch it.
Right,
or
yeah, you had to
tape
see
it.
it.
You literally had to watch
see
it live on this tiny TV that was so pixelated you had no idea where the puck was.
Right.
And the what our parents have told me, everybody of our parents' generation, when they talk about that moment, it was so much bigger than sports.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It was so much bigger than what they did. And the entire nation, and we know how hard it is to pull the entire nation into anything.
Right.
It would be so wonderful if we could have that right now. If we could have like
the Olympics are this winter.
I know, but if we could have an underdog story like that come up and pull America together, that is a miracle. That is a miracle.
Oh, good pun right there. Good.
So,
no, I agree. And like I said, I cannot say a negative thing about that movie, but for me, it's just not my number one, but I can totally appreciate why it's your number one.
Yeah. And I love Bull Durham. I think that they do a great job of showing baseball and showing players, and
it's the superstitions.
And it is acted so well by everyone.
Because he is so I'm talking Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner is so deadpan, but he knows his shit. That's the thing. He knows what he has to say. This hot rookie who thinks he knows everything and absolutely knows nothing.
Yeah, Susan Sarandon's hilarious in that. And
don't mess with the streak. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
don't mess with the streak.
Yeah,
they say something else, but I'm not going to say it.
Even is it the first baseman that wanted the chicken?
Yeah, that has a curse on his glove.
He's got a curse on his glove, and like he's wonderful. So everybody's wonderful in that. Everybody's wonderful. So I think again, this is why we have the podcast, because we'll have to have everybody vote on this one. And I am sure that we are going to get a lot of comments of movies that we have forgotten.
We missed. I mean, we didn't talk about
Rocky.
I was just going to say, we didn't talk about Rocky. We didn't talk about The Sandlot. We didn't talk about, a lot of quintessential sports movies.
The Sandlot, in our generation, not mentioning The Sandlot is hard. But
that's on the big scheme of baseball movies, I would say that's actually like a lower one for me. It's not the lowest, don't get me wrong. But it's not. It's going to be behind the two movies we've already mentioned in the sense of.
I mentioned 3.
Well, it's good. So, I think it's actually behind Bull Durham, Major League. I even think it's behind For Love of the Game for me.
Really? Yeah. Because you don't even love For Love of the Game.
It's a good movie, but a lot of it doesn't even revolve around baseball for the second half of the movie.
And yet you put freaking...
Because it's it's 90% of the movie.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Oh my God. Have you not seen it
Just
recently?
because he dies in the ocean, it's a bank robber movie.
Do we need to watch this
No, because I've seen that movie.
Utah. How many times do I say that during
Utah Bring Me To? Oh, all the movies we mentioned we quote. All of them.
But I quote that one a lot.
I actually quoted Miracle recently when I was like, again!
Mark Schwartz, you love this one. Utah. Give me 2.
I want to know if Mark thinks that's a surfing movie.
We're putting you on the spot here, kid.
Mark's going to have to text us.
Okay.
So, all right. Let's wrap this one up because I think it is what it is.
And
we could go on forever because we didn't mention a ton of movies.
You're right.
But we could go on forever. But to me, it's Miracle. To you, it's Bull Durham. And let's see how this goes.
I believe there ought to be a constitutional amendment outlawing AstroTurf from the designated hitter. I'm going to die on that hill. I am. I believe Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone.
Okay. Well, okay. That's a weird way to end this, but congratulations. All right, we'll see how this goes. All right.
Good.
Love you, babe.
Love you too.